Alrighty, so I know he's not the best unit, but we're going to try a little bit of blue Lostvayne PvP. We messed around with him a little bit after stream, and I thought he was kind of interesting. He's obviously not going to be like the greatest unit you've ever seen, but we're going to be playing with green Gothers, so that way we can just get a little bit of extra damage in, plus the rank up. And then we do have Goddess Liz on the team, just so that way we can have a little bit more survival. We do end up going first. I'm not really trying to go first. I'm more or less trying to just get a little bit of extra damage, or not damage, ult gauge in. So let's go for... let's do something like this and get Liz's ult first turn, just because we got a decent draw. And then we can see what we draw and maybe merge some melee cards around here. No melee cards, unfortunately. We do have 2 rank ups, though, which could be pretty fun. I can deplete ultimate gauge and lower attack stats, which could be pretty interesting. He does not have enough to beat through the shield and get rid of my ultimate, which is pretty nice. If he would have done it in the right order, he would have, though. I don't know. I can't tell if this is a bot or not, to be honest. It seems like it might be. Let's go ahead and upgrade on melee really quickly, and we're going to try to lower some attack stats on Escanor. That way he's not going to be able to do as much damage. It might be more beneficial to keep him undebuffed, so that way he can deal more damage to reflect. But I don't know. I don't want him just like getting super good cards and then just absolutely one-tapping somebody and getting rid of the debuff. So that should do a bit. My Goddess Liz isn't like fantastic. Like, she's not super maxed out or anything by any means. So let's go for a shield on Liz, unfortunately. Actually, let's just move these cards. I'm going to take off his ult, and then we're going to stun on Ludo. So that gets rid of his ult, and then he's going to draw Ludo's ult, but we'll have him stunned, so that way he can't use it. He has a lot of Ludo cards in hand, actually, as well. We're not really pulling the melee cards that I need. This is not a very great showcase so far. We probably aren't going to win this match. Okay. Reflect damage. Okay. So that was not ideal. I think we've probably lost here. Let's go for an upgrade. Let's stun him and get rid of his stance, and then we'll remove Ludo's. We'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure Lostvayne is dead here either way, which is pretty unfortunate. I probably should have removed the stance, and then I probably should have done the same thing that I just did there on the first time that those two had their ultimates. But I don't know. I wasn't thinking about her. I don't use Goddess Liz like ever anymore, so I don't really remember what her skills do most of the time. But hey, it is what it is. Okay. It did kill him. I was gonna say if we can survive this, I can try to put up a big shield. We're just gonna quit out of this one and move on to the next one, because that one kind of sucked. Alright, we got a second match here. What do we got? So we're going against the Purgatory Bond team. This is pretty standard, I feel like. Like, you know, this seems to be the team that you go against the most. We're going to have a decent amount of ult here to begin with. I think we're going to put on this, move around a card, and then upgrade on Liz first turn, so that way we can try and make sure that we can remove the stance on Arthur if possible. We did pull an extra card too, which is going to help out with our ultimate damage. I only have him 1/6 because I know that he's not really all that great. Obviously he gets better the more ultimate gauge you have, or the more ultimate levels you have, but hey man, I ain't Big Whale. Alright, so we survive. We are going to throw off the ult. He actually didn't use any Arthur cards. I think we maybe target Arthur to begin with. And then he's already used 2 Escanor cards, so I'm going to try to make sure... we'll actually throw up a shield, just to be safe. I was going to try to stun somebody, but I don't know who I want to stun at this point. So, pretty good damage. No, so close. He's going to gain so much health back off of that bond buff card, dude. I hate that bond buff card. It's so annoying. Okay, but we can rank up and try to use some of his cards here. I can remove that stance, which is kind of nice. Let's see how this goes. Alright, the shield actually held in a little bit there, which was kind of nice. Let's do upgrade on Lostvayne, do this move, and then I'm thinking we just go ahead and kill Arthur here. So takes that off, stuns him, boom. That actually did pretty good damage. I'm actually kind of impressed with that. Got a gold card in hand, and we can remove some attack-related stats. Obviously, the attack-related stats buff or debuff does pretty much nothing to the Purgatory Bond team. It might help against Escanor a little bit, but he already has his max buffs on, so he's got immunity at the moment. I don't know what my best plan is here. We might be able to go for Gother's ult. I can't remember how much he has at the moment. Okay, at least he's not one-tapping Lostvayne, honestly. Alright. We're going to get Gother's ult regardless, so I think we just upgrade LV. Go for something like this. And maybe we just go ahead and throw the second one in as well. Just to get a little bit extra damage. That might help us lifesteal some of our HP back. That was pretty decent damage. I'm not going to complain about that. Obviously, he's going to get a decent bit of it back from the passive, or from the buff there. We got really good cards again. Alright, as long as he doesn't kill Lostvayne here, which I'm pretty sure I still have Liz's passive. And I'll be able to remove ultimate gauge as well. I think this match actually worked out pretty well. His CC was a little bit lower. I think if he was like a higher CC'd player, we would probably be in more trouble. But I think for the most part it worked out. I think we're gonna throw... I think Bond's dead, but just in case he's not... well, he's definitely dead. He's got to take an AoE ult here. Yeah, and then he's got to take Lostvayne's ult. I maybe should have just used the gold card. Okay, well, doesn't matter. So that worked out. I mean, it's pretty cool when it works. It's not the greatest though, so we'll do another match. Alrighty, what are we going against? Another Purgatory Bond team. It's pretty much an every game kind of thing, so you know, I don't know what else I should be expecting. Get one ultimate gauge there. I think we're going to put on... I think let's merge these. Let's just go for Liz's ult first turn. I don't like using Liz as much, but it is what it is. We can actually merge those for some extra ultimate move gauge. Then maybe move around another card and use the ultimate there. I don't know. There's a little bit of a thought process going into this one. Okay, he hit Gother. Okay. I'm not really sure. This might be a bot too. I can't tell what the thought process is behind some of these moves that people are doing. Obviously, if he uses the Bond Detonate card, it's going to do quite a chunk of damage. We're type disadvantage for him though, so hopefully we survive and he maybe takes some decent damage from the Reflect. That's kind of my hope here. Okay, pretty decent Reflect damage. Okay, more Reflect damage on him. Bond didn't take nearly as much though, so I think let's Let's go for the ultimate. We'll remove the stance, and then we're gonna hit Bond with this. See how that works out. Not the greatest. So he's gonna be stunned either way, so we don't have to worry about him or him using an ult. I don't know. This is a interesting call. I'm actually having to think quite a bit using this team, which is unfortunate. I like the mindless teams, which is probably bad. Probably says something about me. Okay, that reflect really just isn't doing as much as I would hope it would. Let's knock that off of him, and then we're gonna get a quick 2-turn stun in on Arthur. I'm actually not hating on his damage. If Bond wasn't so friggin' tanky, it would be really, really good. But obviously it's coming up a bit lackluster just because of like how much HP he has. Alright, so I don't have any way to take off ultimate gauge, and Escanor's about to absolutely wreck me here, so... Alright, Liz is gone. Maybe I can draw... I mean, a 1-card loss, so actually I'm not going to draw anything. Alrighty. Let's definitely lower his attack-related stats, and then get a quick card out on him, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Maybe I should have just invested it all into Escanor here. I don't think it was really going to do as much either way, so... this one's not going well. Alright. Just wreck me already. I get it. Alright, let's see how much the Bond ult does. Alright, I don't even want to sit through the Escanor one at that point. Alright, I get it. Alright, we got 2 more rounds. Let's go. Alrighty, what team? Okay, you know. It just... Can somebody run a different team? Like, the meta is really just not fun at the moment. Can we please... Can we all agree that there's much more that you could do in the meta at the moment? I mean, we do get the 2-turn ult, which is kind of nice, but it's really not going to matter too much because without me having him 6/6, it really just doesn't stand a chance of actually dealing enough damage to really get the team down here. So that's really unfortunate, but I think we can prep for that next turn maybe. Let's do an upgrade. We'll use this really quickly, and then I think we'll just use that, so that way we can prevent ult next turn. Boom. Okay, that did pretty decent damage to Arthur and Escanor. A little bit more than I was expecting, to be honest. But they're obviously going to get a decent chunk of HP back from the buff, so that's pretty annoying. I do have a stun, so I can get rid of Arthur's stance if I need to. That did a lot. Like, a lot. Oh, boy. Alright, well, he had a chance to kill somebody, but he didn't. Yeah, I think we're just in a really bad spot right here. Let's stun him. Let's put this out on him, maybe. It's gonna get taken away immediately, pretty much. And I think we'll hit one of these as well. Oh my god, it's always so close. That will be the title. Lostvayne does just under the amount of damage you need him to do. Lostvayne does not enough damage. Okay. Interesting. We can get rid of that. I still really doubt we kill Escanor here, especially with him having all 3 stacks on. Yeah. I mean, we got 2 ults, but he can easily kill both of those characters, especially if he's got a bond card, which he does. Man, this is just not fun, man. Alright, last match. Alright, of course, one more Purgatory Bond team to take us out. Let's see if we can do it this turn, I guess. Alright, we've got rank up first turn, which is kind of interesting. I think we just go for the Gother ult first turn. It's not going to be the greatest, like it's not going to hit the hardest or anything like that. It might do some decent damage to Escanor, but it'll also help us reset Bond. I don't know. If I hadn't ranked up him, I could have merged for ult there. That's kind of unfortunate. But I do have 2 level 2 Liz cards, which is pretty interesting as well. He's probably going to... Okay, he didn't attack with Bond, which is kind of interesting. He could have dealt a lot of damage to me right there, actually. So I think we save... I think we save the stun. I think we just move some cards around. I could have just saved the ult and moved cards around anyway, but I'm scared that Bond's gonna use a detonate card and it's just gonna absolutely wreck Gother because he's not super tanky. He's got type disadvantage. Then it's gonna waste my, you know, Liz passive. It's just kind of scary. All right, this is gonna be unfortunate if he just one taps here. Okay, he didn't one tap, which is at least somewhat good. Let's put up this, and we're gonna stun him. And then we're gonna move a card, so hopefully we stay alive and we get to use our ultimate. But I'm kind of doubting it. He only had 1 card in hand, so this is gonna be very unfortunate. Escanor is about to destroy me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I don't even want to see it. Oh, there goes my shield. There goes my Lostvayne. Well, you guys pretty much already knew it wasn't a great character. I think he's really interesting. He could probably be pretty fun in certain scenarios, but the problem is the meta is in such a stale position that there's really just no use for him at the moment. Like if I had him completely maxed out, sure, it would be another situation. Like it would be a lot better, especially if I put maybe Merlin in the back or something like that, so that way I could ult rush a little bit more efficiently. But him being a 1/6 Lostvayne and his other skills not doing quite enough, it's just not working out. So I don't recommend you use him unless you're really planning on pouring a lot of money into the banners, so that way you can get more ult levels on him. But hey, you know, don't let me tell you what to do. If you want to use him, feel free. I encourage anybody to kind of experiment in the game. Obviously, you know, me using the character, it changed up the meta just a tad for that guy, which it doesn't really matter because he just used the most meta team and just wrecked me. But hey, it is what it is. I had a little bit of fun using it either way. It wasn't a complete like misery fest, but you know, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.